Good morning. It's just after 7 a.m. here in Australia. And I thought I'd jump on for 20 minutes before I have to get into packing lunches and this and that. So I saw a title, I haven't yet watched the video, a title of Anna Brown's latest video about 50 minutes ago, and it's titled, "You Are the Silence and the Sound." And that really brought me to my title, "You Are the Breath." Just bringing in some grounded morning energies. No matter where you are, sometimes all it takes is a quick live or a quick video or a quick message to come through for you all to even notice the breath. But I thought that was a really good title of Anna's, "You Are the Sound, You Are the Silence and the Sound." The sound is very external, the silence is very internal. And a lot of the time, beings truly forget to be still, whether it's in their mind, whether it's their emotions. Just remembering to be still. And don't forget to breathe. Really slowing the breath down today. It's literally so you can receive. What are you receiving? Whatever you're receiving, you're perceiving. Whatever you're perceiving, you're receiving. You are the breath. You are the still point. You're beyond duality. Yay, Katie. Hello there, Armando. You are the silence and you are the sound. I'm in Australia. The sun has just risen. And I thought I'd hop on for 20 minutes or so and just bring some of the vibes that I was experiencing. Okay, Chandra, that's enough. Moderation. It literally is about receiving, though. Everything is pushing you within. So you recognize the connection. So you recognize the synchronicities. So you recognize the patterns. So you recognize how you work. The birds are quite extravaganza, hey? I'm surprised the kookaburras haven't laughed at me yet. The kookaburras woke me up this morning, actually. Yeah, the birds have a bit of a screech, but you are the sound and the silence, Katie. You are that bird screeching in the tree. What's going on there? There is no there, there's only here and now. Over there doesn't exist. Put you as mod. I don't know how to do that. I think I have to do it on my computer. If something is bothering you today or worrying you, how about you just say, fuck it, and let it go. It's a lot easier to just let go sometimes. The more still that you can experience reality at any time, whether it's in meditation, before sleep, upon waking up in your bed, or sitting out on the balcony in the morning, the more awareness you can receive. The more light, the more joy, the more happiness, the more bliss, the more surety. There's just a lot of hustle and bustle in this day and age, and it is quite unnecessary. It's over hyperactiveness. Majority of the world experience ADHD, dying for attention. However, it's still the ego wanting to be seen. The soul knows everything is seen. And you can tune out, just like a radio station, you can tune out to all the veils. The energy plays. And they just start dissolving and shifting and collapsing. And then underneath it all, your grandma just talks like me? I'm sure. She's probably a wise old lady. I may go for a bushwalk today and go live. Take girl through the fields. I think I have a couple of client sessions today. Do them maybe out in the bush, phone sessions. Another thing that's coming through is the closest thing to your perceptual experience that is you is the breath. You really are not, the feelings, your emotions are not actually what they seem. They're energy in motion. It could be a thought form, a cloud. It could be like a block of density of trauma. And that's why your mind, why are you sitting here? Are you jobless? I just said I have a couple of client sessions today. I can sit wherever I want, whenever I want. With my job, thank you very much. And in saying that everybody has the same job, it's to gift awareness. It's a very interesting name also that you have. The roadieism. Interesting, because receiving through the spheres, the wheels, the chakras, they're called in Sanskrit, really receiving through them as vacuums. Instead of projecting and emanating, pulsating, which they do, they also are like vacuums. And they should all be open and receptive. It's just about focusing your awareness on what you are receiving. Are you a psychologist or a therapist? No, not in the ways of the world. Not exactly. I'm a mirror. Everything that you want will be gifted anyway. You really don't need to manifest or do law of attraction techniques or spells or this or that, rituals, ceremonies. It's just about reaching the still point, reaching the stillness. It's called the singularity, 0 point. And there's a point where you stop observing the energy plays because there's just no more energy plays to observe. And that's when you move into reception. And you start receiving awareness. Awareness comes from source energy, from God, from divinity, from the unseeable, from the unthinkable, from the non-fathomable. And that's another thing that really frustrates the ego. The ego really wants something to do. And when you're being still, it's the inversion of doing, especially when you start receiving. What clients are you talking about? I'm talking about my clients that I have. 2 beautiful ladies today have booked in. I'm not sure what the phone session's about, maybe about twin flame awareness, twin flame journey. And yes, I have family. I'm about to wake my daughter up. What do you want to be when you grow up? I don't think you ever really grow up. Childlike wonder and awe forever. It's interesting, the second person to reflect that in the last 24 hours. What really is growing up? What evolution? Spiritually mature when there's no age in spirit? Doesn't really make sense. Children actually receive a lot more awareness than adults. I suppose it's about tapping into the eternal, what's eternal in the perception of aging and life and death duality. Even though that's all an illusion, something other than you perceive. So just setting some intentions and gratitude for the day. I'm grateful for this little burst of energy in the morning to be able to get on and reflect and share some awareness and wisdom. Wisdom's a little bit different to knowledge. Knowledge is knowing all the books on the ledge. Whereas wisdom is knowing the word written on your heart. Yes, I do beyond believe in God. I know God. God is the coolest one on the mountain. Ready or not, what's he going to gift you today? What are you gonna give Mother Earth in gratitude? She's sick of receiving all the shit all the time. It's so funny in spiritual communities, they're like, just release all the negative energy into Mother Earth. It's like, bro, why wouldn't you burn it in the eternal sun rather than dropping shit all over Mother Earth all the time? How about gifting Mother Earth some compassion due to her crystals being hoarded and raped out of her every day? All the oil and this and that. Yeah, Guy is cool. Takes two to tango though, a mother and a father. Just saying. Talking about the egg, or are you talking about? What are you talking about? Talking about your gender? That comes from the father. One thing I found very helpful is visualizing going within into the secret garden of the heart. And no matter how much the ego wants to jump back out into the external, what about this noise? What about that? What's happening over here? Just continuously hold your soul captive in your heart. Because the soul wants nothing more than to integrate into unity. It doesn't want to escape. It's the ego that's trying to escape. The ego's always trying to be one step ahead of just say karma. And it's just never going to happen. Every moment in one dimension is already set in stone. When you relax into that, life becomes a little bit more effortless. Not all these worries and fears of the future created by past pains of patterns and experiences. Well, that's all I have time for, I think. Tell my life story. No, it's a never-ending story. It just takes too long. That's a good finger pointing, though. Talking a lot about my death, ego death. I could talk a little bit about my life to balance the scales out. Right now, it's somewhat of a phoenix rising from the ashes experience. And no matter how hard I pushed to try and get momentum, it literally only happened on God's timing. I mean, it's better to pray than worry. It's good to do the inner alchemy and integration, acceptance, surrenderance to your present moment. But yeah, you really can't shift things. And the soul is missing so much reception when the mind is completely focused on do. Katie's just shutting these messages down. Oh no, you're not. I thought I put you as mod. My childhood and college life was fun, was pleasant. Yep. This coffee is going down nicely. I will have to hop off though. I will come back on probably in a few hours or so. So if you haven't already, subscribe and click the notification button so you'll be notified when I'm live. What were the pitfalls, hey? I think I've only fallen to the pit once. There wasn't really many pitfalls at all. It was a pretty lit experience. Well, blessings to everyone. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. Amen.